lately. But no, I've never seen it. Who's in it? Let's see. Does my audio suck? I'm just curious. Because the last couple times it's been not great. Yeah. It says I'm muted. It's me blowing on my mic. Oh, thanks, Evan. Appreciate it. How you doing, Evan? All right, so let's go through these questions. Slow workday vibes, yeah, exactly. Chilling hard. BB All-Stars 3 when? Never, dude. They're never calling me back for the show. Yeah, that's for sure. Do you still remember me? Yeah, I remember you. I was, during the season, guys, once I was eliminated, I would go into the Big Brother group chats, and I would interact with the fans, which was cool. Through some of, like, those exclusive group chats where, like, the real fans are and stuff like that. And they talk about players and how everyone's doing on the season, and it's fun for me to kind of indulge in that. So, yes, I do remember you. Your audio is fine today. Thank God. Love the haircut. Thanks.
How's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How about you?
Good, brother. Got one for Shelby.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. And then first name for you?
Joseph.
Joseph. Thank you, Joseph.
Take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. How's it going, brother?
Got a package. Not sure what it is. I don't think that guy knew that I was on Instagram Live. What are your thoughts on Rumble in the Bronx? Don't know that one either. Let me see. Oh, yeah. No, I actually have seen this. Yeah, Jackie Chan movie. This movie's dope. What's up? Did he ask your name? Do an unboxing video? No. I did like an unboxing live not too long ago where I went through some of the items. The coolest thing was the memory card from Hide and Go Vito, which your boy almost won. But yeah, no, I'm not an unboxing person, so probably not going to do that. Fuck that delivery guy for interrupting. You know, he's just doing his job. Have I seen Police Story? Is that another Jackie Chan movie? I've not seen it. I am really bad sometimes, guys. I have not seen like a lot of movies that people would expect me to. You went live right as I started drinking my coffee. Did it just for you, Britt. What's on today's playlist? Right now, I don't remember the name of this band right now. Deer Tick. They're pretty sick. They got some good jams. Ceremony, Smashing Pumpkins. I actually got my own playlist on here. Joey. Pish Jeans. Jesus and the Mary Chain. If you guys don't listen to Best Coast, get on it. Will I go on reality TV again? Depends on what it is. But probably not. Like quitting your job or whatever, because I didn't work at the video store before I had like a big boy job. And I'm trying to get back into the workforce right now. And so I feel like that's, you know, I'm like 31, so I don't know how much I can be like jet setting and doing all these things. I think I need to like settle down more than anything. And yeah, I think that's more my thinking. It would be hard to turn down like another opportunity at a show, but yeah, it's not something that I'm overly interested in. I did it one time. I think that's good enough. Yeah, Brippy Shine, you might have more fans than me. Have you seen Miami Connection? No. Sorry. Hell yeah, Best Coast. Ringo, BB Twitter celeb, truly. She's killing it. Hi, Joseph. Hey, what do other people do on their lives? Do they just like answer questions from the season? I don't do these a lot, you know? So for me, it's like just vibing and happening to be favorite music venues in Miami. I don't go to Miami enough to know that. You'd have to ask Leah, but she might not know the types of venues that I would want to go to. So, what color is your shirt? It's like tie-dye. Blue. How was work today? It's been pretty slow. I mean, Tuesdays are not a good day. Usually, Friday, Saturday, the weekends are way better, but you'd be surprised. I think a lot of people think that this store probably makes a lot less money than they actually do. There is a market out there for physical media, believe it or not. You were so funny in your season. Thanks, dude. They just read the chat? Yeah. Did you watch the Terrifier series? All right, I'm going to reveal something to you guys. I hate clowns. Like in horror movies. Like, they scare me. So, they freak me out. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Clown. It's like a horror movie. It's like a body horror movie about this dude who dresses up as a clown. And it's like this old clown costume. And it takes over his body. And he can't... And that movie scared the ever-living piss out of me. So, Quinn's doing a live every day this week. That's crazy. I could not do that. How long have you been working at Viper Video? Like 3 years, something like that. I really just help out here. The owner couldn't come in today, so he just asked me to, if I wasn't doing anything, to come in here, and I wasn't. So that's usually how it works. Or I'll come in here sometimes and just like help him out or whatever. But this was never really my main gig. There is a clown behind me, and it's terrifying me to even be around it. That's funny. Everybody noticed that there was a clown behind me. Yeah, I'm terrified. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm really scared. Ah! Everyone, you're all pointing out the same thing, Have seen it. Yes, it's terrifying. Yeah, see, it's freaky. Clown was freaky. Yes, guys, I am aware that there's a clown there. I'll be all right. That movie is like more ridiculous than anything else. Which of your brothers do you think would do best on BB? Probably my brother who was on Twitter. He'd be pretty, but like, the thing is that like, my brother has a tender heart. He really does. He's a very sweet individual. So I don't know if he could, do what needs to be done in that sense to be good, but his social game would be very good, I think, and strategically I think he'd be pretty good too, but yeah, I think he's just a big sweetie, so that might hurt him in the game. I wish there were clowns in Janky World. Dude, I didn't watch Janky World or any of that stuff at all. So whenever it's like being referenced, I think it's so funny because I literally usually have no idea what anyone's talking about. I stopped watching the show completely when I got home because I was like, fuck this. If I didn't win, like, what do I care? So I didn't watch any of Janky World. And when we had to sing it during the finale, number one, I was like, this is super cringe, so I'm not going to read the teleprompter to sing along with it. And number two, I don't know this song. This is the first time I've ever heard this shit in my life. And they did like the social media for Big Brother. They like posted like the Spotify Wrapped, version of Big Brother this season. and they had like the Janky World song is number one, if I remember correctly, and that song is ass. I thought Welcome to Big Brother, or not Welcome to Big Brother, that was a different one, but the one that came up in the Big Brother house, that song is a bop. That should have been number one. And Young Cedric, the theme song I created, also a bop. Should have at least been number two. I think it was number four. And also, they miscredited it as, I think, saying that the house came up with it. And I know production hates me, so they just did this again to, make me angry. But it was my thing. I came up with the Young Cedric theme song, all right? Sorry, I just went off on a tangent. Me too. I'm scared of clowns. Yeah, they're super scary. What have you been up to lately? Chilling hard, honestly. I've been applying for some places. So I've spent a lot of time on Indeed, whoring myself out to find something more stable. And that's kind of why I don't really want to go on reality TV again, because I don't like, being in that weird position where you're doing all right, you have money, but also nothing's really coming in that much. So yeah, I've just been whoring myself out and trying to find jobs in human resources and things like that. And playing poker, I've been doing all right, so that helps keep me afloat as well. Spending time with my friends and family, just chilling. I'll watch back clips from the season and stuff like that too when I'm bored. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing gets past us. Yeah, Heather My Draw says, working on building up my physical media collection before streaming becomes unsustainable. Yeah, I think that the more that time goes by, the more popular physical media is going to get. I think that people are already kind of going against streaming. And not to say that physical media will ever replace streaming again, but the market for it is becoming better and better as the years go on. So your bro sounds like Chemo. Yeah, actually, I think that they're not dissimilar, honestly. I think that my bond with Chemo was something that was kind of underreported a little bit, because I feel obviously people knew that we had the jokey, flirtatious relationship, but we bonded really well, and I think it is because we have very similar taste in art and everything like that. He's a comic book nerd too. Not that I'm super into comics, but I know enough, to talk about it intelligently. He likes all the same hipster bullshit I do. So I think that, yeah, Chemo actually is pretty similar to me in a lot of ways. Redacted is so cool. He is. And he's my brother. Shouts out to Anthony Martino. This is super cringe. Fuck you. It's kind of boring, but watched it all the way. BB Spotify Wrapped mid. Yeah, I agree. Joseph has beef with BB's fake Spotify Wrap. Yeah. I get incessantly mad about things that don't matter. Well, would you go back if they asked? Probably not. What's my favorite episode of SpongeBob? Probably the really freaky one, where it's dark the whole time. Production hates you. No. Yeah. I think that I actually don't know, because obviously a lot of people think that they do or whatever. What I have heard is that I was divisive, is what I've heard. That some people on there really liked me, really thought I was hilarious, thought I was playing a good game, and then the other half was fuck this kid, he doesn't do anything. We hate him. So, I would, and some of it was warranted. They would do stuff that annoyed me, and I'd be oh, suck my dick. But I did apologize for those things. That's the thing. It's I would get upset with them and sometimes lash out a little bit, but then I would go in the DR and be yo, I'm sorry. I'm taking out my anger on you guys when I shouldn't. So They say that looking for jobs is the most depressing thing aside from death. It's up there. Morning King, how do I convince you to co-host my movie podcast with me? I'll do a podcast with you for sure, dude. I'm starting my own channel on YouTube. But I would love to go on your thing and talk movies, man. You were a great interviewer. So just DM me, bro. How's your parents' home after the storm? They needed some repairs done. There was a GoFundMe that somebody started for me. And I think it raised like $2,600, and I just gave it all to them though, so they'll be aight. What would you recommend to someone who wants to be on next season? Like how to get noticed when applying? Don't apply. That's my advice. Jomo Truthers rise. If you don't mind sticking people, phlebotomy courses are only a couple months and lots of jobs. Good to know. Yeah, I might get back into serving a little bit just to have some quick money, but something like that would not be a bad idea. I'm trying to get back into the field I was in, which was HR, talent acquisition, which there are a lot of jobs out there for, but Jomo for life, yep. Does your store sell VHS players? When we have them, they don't come in all the time, so whenever we have them, we sell them. No, you said the song was cringe, not you. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. Yeah, I'm very far behind on my comments. Which is good, you know, have more content. The bus station one, yep. Have you seen The Substance? No, dude, I haven't watched a lot of movies, bro. I haven't been able to, like, sit down and, like, focus and, like, watch a movie. The times I have watched movies have been with, like, Tucker, because that dude watches fucking movies, man. Like, I thought I watched movies. That guy watches fucking movies. We watched, like, 4 movies when I was in Brooklyn. If you could pick one BB26 house guest to send to the BB house next season, who would you pick? Personally, like, you know, as a human being and as a friend, I would love to see Cedric play again. I think that he kind of got cut a little too short. And so, like, he wouldn't be one of those people, like if Angela came back, I love Angela, but if she came back, like, the next season, you'd be like, again, like, you know, because she was there, like, the whole time, and she was, like, the main focus of the season. But I think having someone like Cedric would be good, because he wasn't, you know, played out, you know, he would have more sides to show. And I think he'd had genuine potential to be, like, a really good player of Big Brother, but just didn't know the show well enough. You know, like, not knowing those basic tenets of the game of just, like, don't ever nominate yourself. Don't ever willingly put yourself on the block, you know. And so if he could just kind of know the show a little bit better, maybe talk to someone like me or Quinn, I think that could help him for sure. So Cedric for sure, I think. He was super funny, super entertaining. And honestly, to me, he's the funniest person from our cast. He is so fucking funny. Hi, I loved you and Quinn on BB. I loved Quinn too until he fucked me. No, I'm just kidding. I can imagine a lot worse has been said in that DR. No, exactly. I think that, I thought production hated me, but then when I've heard horror stories about how other contestants were in the past, and I'm pretty easygoing. Somebody told me that before we were in the house, when we were in the hotel for sequester, that I bothered them the least out of anybody. Me and Quinn, we could never ask for anything. We were pretty chill, where other people were more demanding. Joseph, the first 2 weeks on the feeds, our family thought you were going to win. So locked in. Yeah, honestly, I think that, like, my reputation as a player really got tanked by my last week. And people kind of forgot a lot of the good work I'd put in. Week 1, week 2, or week 2 wasn't one of the better ones, but I was still doing pretty good, I think. I think week 1, I was killing it, and then Angela lost her mind. And then week 4, week 5, I was once again killing it. Like, I look back on those times and I'm honestly pretty proud of myself. People can say I'm delusional or whatever, but if you look back on those weeks, you know, I was one of the top people in the power rankings during that time. So I liked the way I played the game, honestly. I don't really have too many regrets. Don't apply. I'm somewhat fucking around. I think that, like, you know, it's cool going on Big Brother, all this stuff, but also real life is cool too. So what can't Tuck do? Yeah, Cedric had the makings of a great player. I'd love to see what he could do a second time. No, exactly. Yeah. Cedric had a lot of potential. Joseph from Big Brother or whatever. That's my tagline. How did you feel about the whole Chelsea-Angela thing? You know, I see merits to both of them. You know, I understand being upset about things that people have said to you, but I also understand that we all said things about each other, you know, at one point or the other, that weren't that nice. You know, I got home and I could be bothered by a lot of things that people said about me, because a lot of people said some very mean things about me while I was not there. But that's kind of life, you know, and that's the interesting thing about going on the show is normally you're not confronted with the things that people say about you behind your back. But in this experience, it kind of illuminates that. But I think all of us said things about each other. And I think that we can all discuss these things amongst each other and hopefully come to some type of resolution. You know, I have personally myself talked to people who have said things that really hurt my feelings. And I've brought it up to them and things like that. So I think that we can all just hopefully have these conversations and all heal together. They should just put all of you back in the house next season. I would jump off a bridge before I got back in that house. Especially, like, more so back to back. I don't know how Paul did it. Like, thinking about somebody like Paul, or thinking about somebody like Russell Hantz, or like any of these people who like did back-to-back seasons, like that cannot be healthy for like your mental state or anything like that. So that, I don't even think I would do that. How many followers will it take for you to shave your bougie mustache? What's your problem? Same. Quinn betrayed you hardcore. He didn't even like... That's the thing. It'd be one thing if he like... I think betrayal would be like, hey, intending for me to go home. You know, he just put me up thinking that he could get the votes for me to stay. And so, like, I don't even feel betrayed by him necessarily. I feel like he betrayed himself, like, you know, his own Big Brother logic. Because whenever we would talk about the game, he would talk about it so intelligently a lot of times. And he would give me advice that I found to be helpful. And he would check me at times when I needed it. And then other times would do things that were, like, super puzzling. Your last week was fatal. Yeah, it was not good. Not good, but also it's like... I get that I was annoying everybody with my social game that week and things like that, but I think that was all recoverable. Like, the way I went home was so fucky with, like, 2 people flipping their vote because of a speech and everything like that. It's like, I don't know. Like, I definitely made mistakes and stuff like that, but I wasn't going to go home. I had the votes to stay, and I think had I stayed and gotten humbled by being put on the block, I think that would have really kind of been the thing I needed to be like, maybe you're not doing as well as you think you are, and kind of get my head screwed on more straight. Joseph, you all follow me on IG? Okay, we have beef now, I guess. I don't know if... Did I do that? I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. Best part of that live is when I got Quinn to shout out Smash Riders. Yeah. Quinn's honestly, I really like Quinn a lot, because when I got off the show and I kind of told him like how my reception by the TV audience was like not good, like at all. He got emotional. Like he looked like he was about to cry, you know. That guy really cares about me and I care about him. So, you know, he betrayed me, yeah, but like he is the first person to admit that he made a mistake. So Quinn's recap about what happened was so funny. Yeah. You know, yeah, I didn't find out about it until like the middle of it happening, and then I actually didn't watch any of it while it was happening live. I just waited till the next day and hopped on Twitter to see some clips and stuff. It's a game. We all know that you're going to trash talk each other. Yeah, exactly. And those things, it's easier said than done, I will say, to get over these things. Like, fans want you to be, like, get over things, like, super easily. And you know, but it's so much harder once you're in there and you've done it and you've experienced all these things with people and then you see some of the things that they said about you. It's easier said than done to let those things be forgiven, but ultimately that's kind of what we all need to do. We all need to let go at some point, you know? Quinn remarked that he'd go back immediately with half the stipend. Quinn? And I can't speak for everybody. Hey, how's it going?
I had Shelby order a video a while back.